Okay, I have pants on that I picked up in the really new releases. These are Ponte pants, like the career pants that I love, but they have a little cargo pocket on each side, kind of a loose fitting leg, and a little bit of like a fold in the hem that gives them kind of a like a break over the shoe. So I'm going to try to get these sufficiently on video, and hopefully you can see. I'm wearing a size 30 short and they fit pretty perfect, so I am pleased. Let's take a look. We have a tailored looking waist and top with belt loops here, which I really appreciate because that sleek look makes them look more like traditional business pants instead of like fat lady pants with a fully elastic waist and all that. But the waist does have hidden elastic here on the inside that has a little bit of a tight stretch to it. We have an eyelet, not an eyelet, we have one of those little slidey closures, a hook and eye closure, and a button here to help keep the stress off of the buttons. These are great. I will leave the details in the description box in case you're interested. These have back pleats but no back pockets, so they're pretty smooth. They do have front pockets, and this has my least favorite thing, a little bit of a tummy smoothing panel in the front, which is not my favorite. It doesn't do anything to my body. If you have an apron belly, I don't think this panel would do anything for you. It's a little bit high up in the pants, and I don't know. It's not my favorite feeling thing in the world, like sitting down and having to fight that restraint against my waist area. So I think that's everything I had to say about these pants. Let me find the next item. Also, if you're curious about my sweater, I showed this, I think, in my last video. It's just a basic rib knit with cat hair on it and probably makeup on it. But it fits about hip length, like mid-hip. Nice long sleeves, and the sleeves are not huge on me, which I really appreciate. And they're also not incredibly long, which I appreciate. I think this also came in a red color. We've got just a little bit of a change in the weave here that's flattering. I don't know if I would wear this to work just by itself. Possibly. But I think it'd be great for layering. I can leave a link to this too if you're interested. Okay, y'all, this next beauty is the Cozy Fleece Rhinestone sweatshirt in the color Heather Gray. I picked this up in a size 6 as usual, and I hope you can see, there you go. This has rhinestones covering every square inch, front and back, even down the sleeves. There you go. So I'll show you the overall fit, but I don't know if you'll be able to see the sparkle from far away in this lighting. Nice length, I think. You can go ahead. Okay, y'all, I've got another sparkly sweatshirt for you here. I forgot to take the tag off on this one, so I'm not sure I can tell you what it's called or where the tag is. Anyway, this one is also sparkly studded, but it's a much more dramatic stud and a different placement. So the small stones here are, I'm assuming, glued on because I can't see any stitching. But the bigger stones are actually sewn on. So hopefully that will help with longevity and preserving, that they'll remain here. This has a dropped shoulder. So the stone work continues all the way out to near the seam. So we have a nice slouchy sweatshirt look, hoodie. And then the, making sure there's no cats behind me. And then the top of this is just fully bam studded. I looked at it in dim light last night when I was talking about these and trying everything on, and I was like, oh my gosh, this looks so stunning in darker light or in person. You can really tell these are sparkling. I think it's a great juxtaposition of two different, very different things. Like we've got the glamorous fancy sparkle with the very, very casual streetwear of being on a hoodie. So the gray sweatshirt is probably a little more my personal style, just because I love like gray heather casual look so much with the fancy studding. So that one's probably more my personal aesthetic, but I think this is really, really fabulous. This sweatshirt also comes in burgundy and maybe gray, maybe white. No, maybe that was the other one. This comes in another color, but I can't remember what it was. The gray one also was available in black and burgundy, but this one was maybe in like a pinky red shade. I don't remember, I'm so sorry, but I'll be sure to link it below. The length here is between maybe like low hip. I know it's hard to tell when I've got black pants on and a black background. The hem hits right here, like at the bottom of my belly, and then almost to the bottom of my booty, but not quite. This didn't say it was an oversized fit, but I feel like it is slightly oversized everywhere, especially the top, but I'm smaller in the top, so of course that's going to be pretty big up here. But even in the hip, where I usually have some tightness, we've got a lot of room. The gray sweatshirt is just a little bit softer. This one is moderately stiff, but still very comfortable, but it has like more of a structured shape than the green one, which is really floppy and soft. So both of these are big winners. I think this would look really cool under like bar lighting, or if you go to a fun restaurant in the evening and the lights are on in a very dim type of way. I think this would look really, really stunning and gather some attention. But yeah, I highly recommend both of them. In this order, I also picked up a new black strapless bra. I'm sure I said in the intro that my size is a 48D or a 50C. So this bra fit really nice in the front and the cups, and around the sides and the straps and everything was great. I picked this up in a 50C, however, and it is still so tight in the sides that it was a couple or a few inches away from working for me. And I remember that being a problem with my other black strapless that I ended up selling on Poshmark. This was just really, really difficult to try to work with. I think it probably would stretch out in the band, and I may fasten it and try to wiggle it down so it is around my back and wear it around for a while and it gets a chance to loosen up. Some of the other black bras that I've picked up are also really tight in the band when you first get them. But if you can get one to fit proper, like maybe if I add an extender to this, it has a 4-hook closure in the back, so I have a couple of extenders I could try, but this is still a bra that I highly recommend if you can get one to fit you. The black is super versatile, and they have other colors, including other like specialty designs from time to time. I saw a beautiful emerald green for the holiday season. I think I saw a purple and black not long ago, so definitely recommend checking these out. I don't have this fastened, but let me see if I can show you. The straps you can wear straight back and hooked in the back with a regular lingerie hook. You can take the straps off, of course. You can also crisscross it and plug it into the back side, so you have a strap that would work for like a racerback style. And you can also hook these together. I think this is one you can do that with. You can hook these together and wear it as a halter. So lots of options here. This to me so far is still the best option I've found for plus and extended plus ladies. So I do recommend, if you're in the market, just note that the size might be a little tight from what you're usually accustomed to, or at least it was in my case. On to the next. This pretty top is the Abbey Lace Blouse, maybe top. They say this is a botanical green. It is gorgeous in person. I love the scalloped edge with these little strings on the end. Really pretty. The hem looks the same, in case you can't see it when I back up, with the little fluff at the end. This comes with the undershirt. This shirt is in towards classic poly, except that it's a little more thin and lightweight, silky feeling, and it's like a really fine poly. It's very smooth, like something I might consider sleeping in if it wasn't so hot. Polyester is really hot for me. But I think for this top, it looks perfect. This would be great to wear to work, to a holiday party, for anything, but especially for like just a slightly dressed up festive party. I think this would be really pretty. I'm not sure if I showed you the back. This is a recommend. Ooh, y'all, this houndstooth coat is so pretty, except for the very, very long sleeves as usual. Make sure there's no cats behind me. This is mid-calf length. It is nice and heavy for a wool coat, but I don't know that it can stand up to like a really harsh winter. I can't tell if you can see the bottom. The camera screen is so little. The pockets here are stitched up for right now, but there are functional pockets. Under the tie, this has one snap button. Ooh, up a little. One snap button on the inside that feels to be stitched down pretty secure. And then we have a double snap right here. The lining is this beautiful dark blue satin. Don't let my green, this was the polyester top with the Abbey shirt that I was telling you about. I don't remember if I said this, but I initially ordered this in the 6, and because of my build and a little bit of weight loss, it was just way too big, like in the upper body. So this is actually a 5, so if you're around my size, pear-shaped, and you decide to pick up this coat, I would size down. The skirt gives it plenty of room where it flares out. I sure hope you can see the bottom. So yeah, lovely. I highly recommend. I have so many coats. I don't know if I'll keep this, but if I don't, it's certainly not because of its beauty. This is really nice, and I like the peaked lapel right here. So this would look so attention grabbing when you go out, so I think it would garner a lot of compliments if that's something you're in the market for. Okay, here's this little cutie. I already somehow took the tag off and misplaced it, so I don't at the moment have the formal name for this t-shirt, but again, I will be sure to link it in the description box with the title and all that good stuff. This is obviously a bunny t-shirt. Someone else complained about the placement of the bunny on their shirt and said it was kind of on the bosom. It definitely is a little bit, which could change depending on how you're built, what kind of bra you're wearing, etc. It's also a little bit off to the side, but overall I think it is really cute. The graphic is adorable. I love the little cutesy innocent look of the bunny here. This shirt is like an off-white tan color and not quite tunic length, but it is below my stomach area. It also goes down to the bottom of my booty. It's really soft, obviously thin. I'm good with thin t-shirts. I can just wear something under it, something over it. a different colored bra that's more neutral, or just not care at all and leave it as is. So this is definitely a cutie. Really soft. This is soft enough like you could sleep in it, so I really like it. Move on to the next. Okay, this is a really pretty one, but I'm going to show you the details up close first before I back up. This is the Luxe Cozy Coatigan Jacquard, and I know they said Ramona plaid, but I don't remember what else they described this as. This is past my knees. It is more straight cut than some of the other sweaters or coats. It has a nice weight to be considered a coatigan. I've had to roll the sleeves up a little bit just to try to keep them from swallowing my hands. I've only got the first button done here. It has black buttons just for convenience because it's really easy to reach. It does have 4 buttons total, so you can button it down past your waist. I think this is one of those things you could throw on and go and not have to fasten it up, but if you're headed somewhere nice, church or out to eat or whatever, PTO meeting, then I think this would look really nice and sleek. I really enjoy the mixed print that is going on here. I think Torrid does that really well. Sometimes I have a couple of sweaters that are mixed print like that. But overall, the sleeves and the upper body is just a little too wide for me, so it looks like a drop shoulder. Or is that called a raglan? I think it's a drop shoulder. At any rate, this is a nice one. It was pricey, more than their regular sweaters, less than their coats, which probably makes sense. But it's nice, especially if your upper body is proportionate to your lower body. Give it a thumbs up. I'm really excited to show you this one because of the color. This is the vegan cashmere boyfriend cardigan or boyfriend sweater. I think it's a boyfriend cardigan. The color for this one is called Surf the Web. I used to want something really bad in their electric blue color, and this is kind of the same thing, just reimagined for this season. The boyfriend cardigans are a little more straight up and down, so that's what we have here. Really long length front and back. Sleeves are a little long and a little big, but I think it's supposed to have that type of fit. We have some vertical knit in the sweater here, if you can see that. Front and back and down the sleeves. This one is really long on me, so I will roll up the sleeves. But considering it's like a boyfriend cardigan, that might be intended. Also, because I'm between a 5 and a 6, and I bought this size 6, I think it's natural that the top is going to be a little big on me. So I'm happy to live with it, and y'all know if you've been watching my videos, I love an oversized top. So really enjoying this. We have like brown faux tortoise buttons down the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6, I think 5. They're not difficult to get apart. This unbuttons really easily. Definitely comfortable. This would even be something that you could leave on your chair at work or leave in your cubicle and just throw it on when you're ready for a sweater, because it is that kind of like bundle up in your cozy sweater type of fit, if you know what I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, my trimmer's getting bad. That is insane. Please ignore that and just look at the sweater. Oh, I'm falling apart. Okay, let's move on to the next item. Okay, y'all, this is the challis and mesh shirt dress or something like that. Definitely challis and mesh was on the description. I picked this up in a size 5, knowing that it had more of a fitted bust and all of this mesh tulle in the bottom. It is very fluffy. I think it would look cute with jeans and maybe like a little baby tee underneath, or a denim jacket. On me, this is about knee length. I'm sorry, I'm wearing black pants still, so it might be hard to tell. We've got a lot of room. This shirt has a unique feature in that the challis continues down to the waist underneath the mesh. So you could use this like to cover your waist before it gets to the waistband and not have skin showing. Or you could tuck it in or whatever, and if you did want skin showing, you could probably tuck it into your bust area, depending on how it fits, like into your bra or into the top of the shirt. So this one is really cute. I'm glad I picked up a size 5. I'm sure at some point in this video I've said that I usually wear a 48D or a 50C bra, so keep that in mind. This is a size 5. It fits, but it's certainly not loose in the top. So overall, I really like it, and I'm glad to have it. It is definitely fall. Y'all, I literally just filmed this tree outside of my window yesterday when it was pretty fall looking. And today we already have these big fat flurries coming down. It's our first snow of the season. How beautiful. Hi guys, I haven't filmed in a few days, so I'm coming back to finish trying on some items from Torrid that I've picked up. I've mentioned before that with my health, I sometimes just can't get content turned around as fast as I can order it. So when things are sold out, sometimes they come back in stock, especially in certain sizes. And I also want to show you what's available because I know how hard it is to find content, photos, videos of someone my size wearing a lot of these clothes. And it's kind of just a reminder that you should take a chance on things that you think you might like when you see them in new releases. I take a few minutes pretty much every day to look at what's new or on sale, on offer, and see what might work for me. So even if I show you something that is sold out, maybe you can find it on a secondhand market or feel encouraged to try something that maybe you wouldn't have thought to try previously and to keep up with those new releases. Okay. Other things that might be of interest to you in this particular shot, and maybe later in the video, if you see me wearing this green sweater, it's one that I showed either earlier in this video or in a previous video. I had picked this up in a size 6 and I kind of needed a 5, so instead I just washed and dried, knowing that this was a dry clean item. The point was I hoped that it would shrink a little, and it did, enough that it's much more comfortable and not like gaping off the chest and the shoulders the way that it was. This is the sweater that has a little drawstring in the middle to cinch in the waist, which I think is a splendid feature. I have about 40 minutes of sunlight before I can no longer film, so I'm going to try to get out as much as I can. It may mainly be tops because I am not well today. I'm due for one of my bi-weekly infusions of immunoglobulin to help with one of my autoimmune diseases, and unfortunately it's the disease that causes muscle weakness, so I'm going to wear out very quickly. But between that and the sun coming down, I'm going to try to do what I can because I just love you guys and I want to show you what I have before it's too late. So let's get straight into the video and I will see you again in just a minute. Okay y'all, sorry there's a glare on my glasses, I just need them at the moment. This top I've shown you in a couple different variations. This is the Lizzie button-up, and the Lizzie cut is a button-up with a collar, full-length sleeves that you can roll up if you want, one chest pocket, and it comes in challis plaid, which I've shown you a couple of. I have a green one and a yellow one. I have a white one, like a plain button-up shirt. I have a denim one, like a really lightweight round chambray that is a little smaller cut than the others, which really breaks my heart because out of all of them, that's the one I'd really like to have that fits and fits well. So this version is, on the tag it says brushed rayon, and on the website it says softest flannel shirt. This does have kind of a flannelly feel on the exterior, and it actually on the interior as well. Nope, the interior does feel a little bit like a rayon. It's very comfortable, very smooth. It is decently warm. It's certainly not like a super heavy flannel like you might pick up from like an outdoors company or something like that. But this is your standard long sleeve rayon type button-up shirt. This color is sold out, unfortunately. In the size 6, they still have one in stock that's really cute. That's like a red and black buffalo print. They also have another listing for a Lizzie tunic that I think is actually the same length, and it says softest flannel as well. And they have a couple of colors in the size 6 and 5 left in that as well. The tunic says it's 34 inches in length. This one says it's 31. I think maybe I picked up the tunic based on how this is looking down my leg. So I did pick this up in the size 6, obviously, and it fits really great when I'm standing up, but when I sit down, it's quite tight across the hip. So I just kind of pull the back up a little bit so that my booty is sticking out a little. If you're about my size and you've had this problem as well, I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. Otherwise, I think it's really cute. When I stand up, I'm going to show it to you with this cropped tank. Just sitting here browsing through my phone, I'm having trouble finding on the app this particular top, but I will be sure to link it when I look up my past orders when I do the description box for this video, and I'll be sure to link it. Hopefully that means it's not sold out. This kind of feels like a pajama type crop. It's really cute. Sorry if you can hear scratching. Kitty's going to town on her scratch post. I like the kind of squared off neckline, a little bit squared off, nice and open. This has functional snaps across the bust. Let me move my camera back a little. Maybe that'll help you see. Okay, yeah. Since I'm not doing a lot of standing today. Yeah, we've got functional snaps here just down to like the bottom of the bust region, and it's obviously very close fitting. I'm sure you can see. And this barely comes to the top of my jeans when I pull them up. But when I'm just like walking around casual or just sit down without adjusting anything, it does show a little bit of skin. I thought this might be nice to have for the kind of in-between seasons when I don't necessarily want to layer up super heavy, but still get that like cute layered look. I think I'm wearing this in a size 6 because some of the reviews said it ran small, and it definitely does run close fitted to the body, very close fitting. So this one is stretched out a little. I'm sure I mentioned elsewhere in the video that I wear like a 50C or a 48D for the most part in my bra. So if that gives you an idea of how this would fit. In the bralettes and the tanks, I can usually wear a 5, sometimes even a 4. But this one definitely, I'm glad I picked up in the 6. It even is not gaping under the arm. There's the tag. This is called the Seamless Waffle Snap Henley Crop Top in Rich Black. And it definitely is in a size 6. Yeah, alright, let me stand up and I will show you the length of the shirt, and then I will take this one off and show you the crop. Alright y'all, I like this combo too, but I have a couple gripes about sizing. I know that my body is unbalanced. That is the nature of having lipedema, and it's just the way I'm built, so everything is not cut for everybody. The shacket that I have on top is definitely too narrow cut for my bottom half of my body, and it's a little bulky up here, which is the bane of my existence. And This is definitely straight cut. This is the Misty Plaid Formal Gray Colored Flannel Midi Shacket. Sorry, that was a mouthful. This is the Flannel Midi Shacket in the colorway called Misty Plaid Formal Gray. It is currently $29.98. It is not available in the size 6 in any of the colors for this particular shacket, but there are a lot of shacket listings with different features. There's one with some cinching in the back. There are several with hoods. So check them out if that's what you're looking for. I don't recommend this one in particular because even though it's called a shacket, it's really just a flannel shirt. It's not as light as the rayon fabrics like the one I tried on earlier. But this doesn't feel like other shackets that I've tried on, like from eShakti or even past seasons. A shacket I would think that would at least have a single layer of lining in it, or be a really, really thick, warm flannel. But again, this is definitely just a shirt. Like, it's in the 30s today where I live in the Midwest, and there's no way I would wear this outside by itself other than to run out and get in the car and maybe go hit up Starbucks or something, because if you're going to spend any time outside, this is just not going to be terribly warm. In the size 2, Torrid says this measures 44 inches in length. It is every bit that long, if not a little bit longer. It comes down almost to my shin, but again, it doesn't really button, certainly not when I'm sitting. I think it'll button when I'm standing up, but with the length this is, I wouldn't want to wear it anywhere really if I'm not going to be able to button it up, sit down in it, and be warm in it. That's what I expect out of a shacket. Now underneath this, I'm wearing a very sweet little shirt. Not little, but you know what I mean. A very sweet, cute shirt. This is the Textured Jersey Sweetheart Baby Doll. She is short sleeved and she runs a little on the roomy side, let alone that it is also a baby doll cut. So I wish I had sized down once or even twice for my particular build. I did pick this up in the size 6. It's currently final sale for $16.49. When I picked this up, it was newer and it was not on final sale, but I still think I didn't pay very much for it. A lot of this stuff I wait and pick up when it's like 50% off or Torrid Cash or whatever's available so that I can get it for the best deal. Torrid says in a size 2, this measures 30 inches in length. It is longer than that. And again, we're in this textured jersey knit fabric that I quite like. It's really soft. 65% poly, 28% rayon, 7% spandex. So it has a cottony type feel, but it's really not a cotton blend. What you're feeling, I think, is probably the rayon. Machine wash, cold, dry low, or line dry. So this is no longer available in the size 6. I'm a 6 or a 5 on the top, I've mentioned numerous times. So I think I could even go down to a 4 in this because it is so roomy. You'll see when I stand up, but this is not even fitting all the way up close against my body. The lace or the elastic around the baby doll area is very roomy, but it's not even stretching the elastic at all. It's not even touching all the way against my body. It's really roomy. I hope that makes sense. So I like these two together. In theory, I just am not wild about the fit on either one. The plaid shacket is what it is. The baby doll shirt, I wish I'd sized down, and they do still have this in a 4 on final sale if you're about my size and it's something you want to try. Let's take a look. All right, this next combination might be a little bit of a wild ride for you, but it also needs some tweaking, maybe some tailoring to this faux corset. This is the lace corset crop top in the color Wine Tasting in a size 6. I had a feeling I should have picked it up in the 5, but a lot of the reviewers said this ran small. And again, I'm sorry if you can hear little crunch and munch sounds in the background. My Kat decided this was a great time to go eat out of the bowl that's near where I'm working. So this is in a size 6, as I said, and it's final sale $16.99, and I do recommend it. There also is a 5 available. In the size 2, this measures 23 inches in length from the shoulder. I think it's just a little longer than that on me, which is a shame because I would love for this to come only like maybe 1 inch shorter in the length. Now I know the straps are adjustable, but where the bust is kind of stitched into the corset, it's a little lower than where, like if I shorten the straps, the bust darts are going to hit up here instead of down here. So I think I just needed a size smaller, but I am layering it over this chiffon tunic shirt. I know the chiffon shirts are sold out, but I may be sending mine back again because of the daggone sleeves. I know I'm short, well, on the shorter side, I'm 5'3½", but some of the size 6 sleeves are truly crazy ridiculous the way they've sized them. And it's not just because my upper body is smaller than my lower body, because the shoulder seam is pretty close to being where it should be. So it's not just that being the problem. Anyway, this chiffon tunic is also in the color Wine Tasting. I will be sure to link this in case you want to check back every now and then, see if it's in stock. This one runs a little large for a size 6, which is great because it's a stiff button-up chiffon fabric. We have buttons nearly clear down to the knee length, and we also have side slits that go up almost to the waist. So that's really helpful in managing the flexibility of the fit. I think this has potential. I'm not sure it's going to get that much wear in my particular closet, but the corset was final sale, so I may decide to keep it and tweak the fit a little bit with the help from my mother or my alteration specialist. Now let me throw my glasses back on so when I show you the full view, I can actually see what I'm doing. Let's take a quick look. The next little beauty I'm showing you is the Lindsay chenille lace button-up shirt. I picked this up on final sale in a size 6. It's currently only available in the size 4, but if you are larger than that or smaller and you are thinking about wanting one of these, I would definitely keep looking back. If I had realized, this was on clearance forever, if I had realized how incredibly soft this shirt is, I would have picked it up a long time ago, and I would have picked it up in every color. So at that time, I didn't know what the fit was for the Lindsay shirt. Now I know they're kind of hit or miss. This one is a hit. I really like the fit. I can't tell you enough about how soft this is. When they say chenille, they mean chenille like a blanket, and you can even feel some of that softness on the inside. I've never had a lace fabric on my body that is this soft and fuzzy. So highly, highly recommend. They did have this in a black color as well, and I totally missed out on that. This one is in the color Dew. Oh, they have it in a size 5 as well, my bad. They say in a size 2, this measures 30 inches in length. As usual, it's definitely longer than that on me by a couple of inches at least. The sleeves in typical fashion are also too long, but for the price I picked this up for, it was well worth it. Right now, the clearance is not as low as I've seen it yet. So this is currently $18.99, but I'm pretty sure I picked this up for about $10. So even if I was only able to wear it tucked in, if it was like too small for my hips, with say a jacket, leather jacket, or a jean jacket, or a blazer, I mean really you could go so many different ways with this. It's really versatile. I think it would look cute with whatever you paired it with. Jeans, a suit, a skirt, a tank underneath with just a bra underneath. You know, you could really dress this up for work, dress it up for like a dinner or an event. You could dress it down with some ripped up jeans like how I've got it on today, and some combat boots. I think that look would be really cute. So overall, this is surprisingly one of my favorite finds of this entire batch of clothes. And it was on final sale, so definitely explore, explore, explore as much as you can. If you explore and you think something might work, then give it a try. And if you're not sure, come here and see if I've tried it on. I'm happy to always give you my opinion on fit. All right, with all that in mind, oh, let me see if this is washable. It says machine wash cold, dry low, and even though it's polyester, with all of these holes in it, it definitely would not be something that I got overheated in. All right, now let's take a look. This may well be the last thing I'm showing you because my camera is starting to overheat every 30 seconds. This is the mock neck pointel pullover sweater. I have obviously the color black, and I picked it up in a size 6 on final sale. This was so worth it. I think when I picked it up, it was about $15, maybe less. And I thought, how could you go wrong with a basic black long sleeve sweater? And you can't. This particular sweater is exceedingly soft, which I appreciate with the neuralgia and pain on my upper body. It is slightly fitted, very nicely long. I would love to wear this out somewhere like on a date night with some nice black trousers, some black pointy-toed flats, and maybe a nice coat over top. You could certainly dress this down. You could wear it to work with a suit. It does have a bit of a pointel, hopefully you can see that. The pointel knit is on the upper body. For me, it stops above my bra line, so I could definitely wear this to work if I were still in office, but it has just a little bit of sex appeal. So I love this kind of discreet, classy, you know, little extra je ne sais quoi, but it's not like overtly like boobs in your face and back hanging out and thigh meat hanging out and all that. So I really like this kind of more subdued look. Unfortunately, this sweater is no longer available in black at all. However, it is still available in a beautiful bold red in the sizes 5 and 6. So it's currently $24.99, and typically after this 50% off sale ends, the clearance prices go back down. So it's currently $24.99. I think I could probably get it for a little bit less than that because it's just been sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting on clearance. You can't go wrong with a red sweater in winter, especially I work from home. So not only would this be comfortable, but when I'm on a video cast or a Teams call, the red I think would really pop and look holiday and look dressed up and be super casual to just wear with like jeans or even leggings. So I really recommend this sweater. There was something else that I said might be the winner of this batch that I'm showing you, which is a mixture of orders, but I think this might be it. This is so soft and pretty. I think the red would be just absolutely divine, and I highly recommend. Let me stand up and show you. Oh, I didn't tell you any of this stuff. So in the size 2, Torrid says this measures 30 inches in length. It is definitely longer than that. In the size 6, and for the fabrication, we have 50% viscose, 30% nylon, 20% poly. Machine wash cold, line dry, which to me means flat dry because I don't want it to pull little horns in the shoulders. So let's take a look at this in full length, and then I will close out the video before my camera tells me off. I think there were definitely some hits and misses. A couple of things that are really going to become favorites for me. I think I tried on the black Ponte cargo trousers earlier in this video, and those are absolutely divine. I haven't been able to take them off, so highly recommend those. I love this particular black sweater. I can't remember what else I showed you. Oh, the Rhinestone sweatshirts. Those are already in rotation. I wore one of them on Thanksgiving and I was so cozy. I think that was the gray one with the all over studs. Oh, it's just wonderful. So yeah, roundup of some things I picked up. I still have a lot more to show you, so I will do my very best to get another video out before all of this stuff is totally irrelevant. I certainly don't want it to be like spring preview time and I'm still showing you crap I bought in October. I'm really sorry it's taken me so long to get this out, but if you're a longtime follower, you know the deal. My health is just not where I want it to be, and I'm constantly battling autoimmune diseases and pain and flare-ups, and also trying to taper down my prednisone, and also trying to manage being on Mounjaro, which is working but still making me a little bit sickly. So it's just a cluster. There is so much going on, and I'm still working. So before I lose my mind, I'm going to take off. I appreciate you being here and watching this video. I do hope it was helpful for you. That is my goal in being here. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it down below. As usual, I will include links to everything in the description box, along with the size that I ordered, and any notes if there are size changes that I recommend, like the white shirt where I say I could definitely get a 5 or maybe even a 4 instead of a 6. I usually leave those kind of notes down in the description box as well. Thank you for being here. That is everything I had to share with you today. If you enjoyed the video, found it useful, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you want to be notified when I post my next video, ring the bell, because my posting schedule is nothing if not irregular. With all that being said, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving if you celebrate. Enjoy the slide we have left now. Countdown into Christmas holidays if you celebrate that. I'm sure I will post another video before then, knock on wood. With all that being said, thank y'all so much for being here, and I will see you again soon. Bye!